Good afternoon to one and all present here. Today, we, the members of Team 2, we are going to give a short presentation based on the report for the organizational behavior for the Royal Bank of Canada. So, let me quickly start by introducing the topic. So, the Royal Bank of Canada was actually founded in 1864 as the Merchants Bank of Halifax. It is one of the largest banks operating in Canada. It operates in more than 36 countries worldwide. It offers a wealth of services such as personal and commercial banking, wealth management, insurance, capital markets, mortgage analysis, and many more. It is currently headquartered in Toronto. So let me start by explaining ethnicity and diversity when it comes to the Royal Bank of Canada. Diversity is the presence of individuals with various cultures, genders, nationalities, and different voices. RBC was actually founded in a nation which values ethnicity and diversity at its core. Its mission is to foster an inclusive and a diverse workplace, which allows the employees to maximize their potential. It has various active employee resource groups, such as Our Pride, which focuses on people coming from different genders, such as male, female, transgender, and many more like that. It also has initiatives to fulfill ethnicity and diversity. For instance, it has specific recruitment patterns. It provides a diverse leadership at different levels of its management. It drives equal payment, and it also has promotional and development opportunities when it comes to its suppliers. So, how does RBC fare in its performance when it comes to its competition? When it comes to its competition, RBC is ranked third globally, which is higher than Toronto Dominion Bank, Scotia, and CIBC. 28% of its workforce comprises of Asian people, and it has more than 5% people who are black who are working globally for RBC. Based on these figures, I have come up with a couple of recommendations. RBC can use key performance indicators and input from their employees, as this will help in the effective evaluation of its ongoing initiatives. Secondly, RBC can also expand its ethnicity programs to support underrepresented ethnicities and address specific challenges which are faced by these ethnicities. That's all from my side. Now I'll request Karthik to take over with the presentation.
Thank you, Rushik, for explaining the brief intro of the RBC. So here I'm gonna explaining the work-related stress in in that particular company, which is RBC, of course. So first issue is high workload. Because banking operations are so demanding, RBC employees may have a heavy workload. For instance, handling a high volume of client questions might be necessary for customer services agents, and it might be time consuming and great and requires a great attention to detail. The second issue is pressure to deliver excellent customer service. RBC staff members may experience pressure to giving exceptional customer services, an important component of the banking sector. Moreover, with irate or irritated clients experiencing great complicated problems or some kind of uh, high pressure requirements, this pressure might be increased. Workers may encounter stress while balancing uploading bank standards and procedures and satisfying customer expectations. The third point is, next slide, please. Yeah, thank you. So the next point is compl- uh, regulatory compliances. RBC personnel must abide by several external and internal laws and standards because the banking sector is heavily regulated. This might involve following anti-money laundering laws, safeguarding customer information, and ensuring the accurate financial transaction. The fourth issue is job insecurity. Employees may feel insecure about their jobs due to internal changes at RBC, like changes in banking sector, economic concerns. Employee may worry about their capacity to support their families, themselves, and so on. And the like next issue is performance expectations. RBC has performance objective target for its staff just like any other company. The next stress is organizational change. Any changes RBC make, including mergers, acquisitions, and recognitions or leadership changes, may cause anxiety among the staff members and disturb the work environment. Moreover, when they adjust to change in their positions, reporting lines, or work duties, employees might feel experience stress. Uh, so the next issue is work-life balance. Yeah, so RBC worker may need help maintaining a healthy work-life balance, mainly if their jobs involve long hours or if they feel pressure to work upon their personal time. So now I'm going to explain the recommendations of stress management to the RBC employees. The first is programs for employee assistance, EAPs. A company can have to promote the sessions about psychology, sociology, anthropology among the employees of the company. And the fact that these programs are frequently private might allow employees to ask for assistance without worrying about criticism or some negative consequences. The last recommendation is by promoting wellness initiatives, a range of activities and services including any gym membership, meditation sessions, and some nutrition workshops and stress manager seminars can provide a wellness program to assist both physical and mental health to the employees. Now I would like to request EJ to explain further about RBC.
Thank you very much, Patrick. So, picking up from where my colleague left off, Royal Bank of Canada acknowledges the many advantages of work for its employees in attaining its strategic business. Within its flexibility initiative, is of and program aimed at balancing its employees' work life. These work flexibility. Flexible working hours have been recognized for staff as well as transit services. Even though this is offered, many employees still have to work at the office on all days of the week due to the nature of their work in the banking industry and the risk posed by cyber attacks. Because if the banks issue laptops which are not connected to unsecure Wi-Fi or public networks, or if the bank's core servers are accessed from an unsecured Wi-Fi, the criminal opportunity could be exploited by hackers and could cost the bank fortunes. The next point is the work atmosphere. Several employees serve as leaders of communities and forums to contribute to employee well-being. These groups organize office events where staff can bring their children to work, like bring your child to work day, where the kids accompany their parents with a play space provided. The next point is vacation and personal time off. Employees are encouraged to take timely vacations. This will allow for less work stress and build up the staff morale. There's also training and skills development, where RBC invests in staff training and development, which serves as a job security indication to the employer and ensures that the employee is in good morale and builds on the trust of the employee towards the employer, resulting in both efficiency and peace of mind and a rich social life for staff. They also have financial benefits and compensations. So they compensate their employees relatively well. This will result in higher disposable incomes and a better quality of life for employees. Um, so next slide, please. So the bank introduced steps to ensure that these initiatives are maintained, such as launching of internal information portal where all employees are updated on decisions and memos, both departmental and bank-wide. They also have systems to easily book online meetings where they won't have to meet face-to-face or in person. These include Microsoft Teams, Zoom, and Google Meet. They also ensure that staff are well equipped with the relevant technology they need to enable them perform their jobs. They provide them with laptops, internet, and so on. Next slide, please. So the bank stands on mental health. While they were in the process of upgrading their employees' mental health packages in 2019, the coronavirus pandemic hit. So they had to increase the psychological rate from 3,000 Canadian dollars per person to 5,000 Canadian dollars and an extra day off. They also launched an online mental health platform and made it available to employees where they need whenever they need to restore the mental health capacities of for them. So compared with Scotia, which is also a big player in the Canadian banking industry, the packages are quite similar. So they also provide digital support and mental health session. So and then have via
Hi, I'm going to explain the role of trust and commitment in RBC. So, first is the sustainability. Sustainability trust is crucial in this situation. RBC is dedicated to sustainability. Customers, investors, and communities are among the bank's stakeholders who rely on the RBC to conduct itself ethically and sustainably. On the other hand, RBC is dedicated to fostering trust by combining environment, social, and concern the government, which help to create a more sustainable future. So the second part is community impact. The foundation of RBC Community Impact Program is a trust and dedication to change things for the better. RBC interact with the communities through the range of a partnership and activities. Forgiveness is improved by dedication to trust, and once the relationship of trust into between the partners commits an offense, those who trust them tend to remember the offender more. The last is a leadership. RBC guiding importance is based on the dedication and trust. At RBC, leaders are required to cultivate by the exemplifying honesty, openness, and responsibility by setting on the exemplary example and motivating others to follow suit. They pledge to the organizations and it's just like stakeholders' long-term success. And please next slide. So the level of trust, the degree of trust according to the Lane, trust can be divided into three categories like a competency, integrity, dependability, connections. So the level of trust is going on with is depend on three of these four categories. So the building a two-dimensional virtual world during the pandemic, making it hard to establish trust between each other with co-workers. Leon says that we don't need to discover that the research refer to the mutual knowledge. We lack context on each other's personal lanes. For instance, you might be in a virtual conversation, but with the other participants will not be able to see your toddler asking for a snack off camera. Organizing a virtual lunch together is one of the non-task related activity she advocates doing to foster confidence. Please next slide. So at the end, we conclude our all PPT. Like RBC has gained a global recognition for its commitment to priorities, inclusion, and diversity. It's spent on a many things like a bank statement missions and like trust and commitments, stress the management. It also provides a solution to control the stress between the employees and employers, and it's provide the work life balance through arrangements which are flexible and programmed to ensure employee with their well-being. So thank you so much.